questions about the meaning or the pronunciation of these words? Main, reached, ship, slip, different, not the same. Main deck, pain, pain on the main deck, a man in pain on the main deck. The words are close, but the sound, but the meaning totally different. Any questions?
What does it mean, deck? Main deck.
Main deck.
Could you,
Well,
could you draw
a ship. What do I look like an artist? Well, I mean, a ship, right?
ship?
Okay, and so, here's the ship, right? And there's the smoke, and there's the smoke, and there's the smoke, and there's something like that, right? And we're sailing on the Pacific Ocean. Well, the main deck, let's just say this is the main deck. You have the lower deck, and the middle deck, and the upper deck, and the main deck. Out there where you can see everywhere. Wow. The main deck. Not the lower deck, walking, no. The main deck of the ship. Up on the top. Looking over the side. Wow, look at the sharks. There's a whale.
Falling down.
You get the idea?
Yeah.
Main deck.
Yes. Thank you.
Not a deck of cards.
No.
Deck of cards? No. Main deck of the ship. Of course, the word deck has other meanings, but in this particular case, we're talking about the floor, the main floor, obviously, of the ship. Deck of cards. Any questions? Any more? What?
Meaning a cruise and the ship is the same, right?
Would you like to sail on a cruise? Or sail on a ship? Or sail on a cruise ship? The cruise is not the ship. The cruise is the event that you're taking part in, and to go on the cruise, you have to be on a ship.
Why you say the ship's doctor? Why you don't write cruise doctor?
Cruise doctor. Well, in a sense, you could say the doctor assigned to this particular cruise is Dr. Smith. Dr. Smith does not work on the ship all the time. But when the ship goes to the South Pacific, for some reason, the company assigns Dr. Smith to the cruise, to that particular event.
Yeah.
But he's the ship's doctor. You could say in some kind of way that he's the doctor on this cruise. Or he is the cruise doctor. Well, yeah, but he's really the ship's doctor. The doctor on the ship that is there because he works for the shipping company. You can be a doctor on a cruise and not be connected to the shipping company. You can be a private citizen who happens to be a doctor. You can be a lawyer and be on the cruise. That doesn't mean you're in court, that means you're on a cruise. So a doctor can be on the cruise, but not the doctor that is the ship's doctor. It's the doctor that works for the cruise company, the shipping company, as opposed to any doctor that happens to be on a ship. I'm sure you've been on an airplane where somebody will say, with a system, and somebody said, is there a doctor on board? Is there a doctor on board? They're looking for any doctor. Not the planes, they usually don't have a doctor assigned to every flight. But somebody may get sick on a plane, and the stewardess or the pilot will come and say, is there a doctor on the plane? Please identify yourself. We have a passenger that is ill. We have a passenger that is sick. Please, doctor, identify yourself. And probably a doctor, if there is one, or a nurse maybe, would raise their hand and say, can I help? Can I help? But in this case, because there are 1,000 passengers, things happen. So you have a doctor assigned to the cruise, to the ship.
Long trip.
the ship's doctor.
Long trip you need doctor.
Right. Not any doctor, the ship's doctor.
Yes.
Teacher, what is a cruise? You said, is this not a ship?
Well, a cruise is not a ship.
But,
Well, Titanic. However, a cruiser is a ship. The cruiser. A cruiser is a battleship of one type. But a cruise is a riding or sailing on a ship on the ocean. We're taking a cruise. We're cruising along, smoothly progressing along, visiting all the islands. Tahiti, Rangiroa, Samoa, Fiji, wow. We're visiting all the islands on this cruise. And they refer to it, you can say, you're on a 12-day cruise. That means the trip will last 12 days. We're visiting various islands in the South Pacific. The cruise, the traveling of the boat will last 12 days.
teacher,
So,
cruise, a cruise is a big towering ship. That I can understand.
yeah, you're right. No, a cruiser is a ship. Cruiser is a ship. A cruise is the event that you're taking part in. You're cruising along the waters. Sailing. Sailing. Cruising. What's it? What is a cruiser? If a cruiser is a ship, what is a person who's a cruiser? I'm a cruiser. You ever hear that song? I'm a cruiser. Any other questions? Okay. The ship's doctor, a cruise, taking a cruise.
มันใหญ่ๆใช่ไหมมีห้องนอนในเรือคิดว่าอย่างนั้น
มีสระว่ายน้ำ
บางทีมีสระว่ายน้
ฉันรู้แต่ฉันต้องการคำจำกัดความไงแต่เขาไม่บอก
Has anyone ever been on a cruise? Has anyone here ever been on a cruise? Have you ever been on one?
On board, teacher. Only board on the ship, not cruise. Cruise bigger.
Have you ever been on a cruise to the South Pacific? It's not that far away. It's right out there past Hong Kong. Anybody ever been on a cruise?
Yeah, once.
Where'd you go?
Phuket.
Okay.
The south
Of Thailand.
southern.
Cruise.
7 days. I stayed on the cruise. 7 days.
7 days?
Yes.
A 7-day cruise to Phuket?
Yeah. Yes.
From Bangkok?
No. Wow. And port.
Oh, okay. 7-day cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, that must
My company arranged once for 7 days.
Wow. They must have been very happy with you to arrange a 7-day cruise.
You cannot use cell phone, right?
Okay.
That's another word.
Yeah, it's difficult on a cruise sometimes. A cruise is usually a very pleasant experience, unless you fall and hurt yourself on the deck and have to get the ship's doctor. Otherwise, a cruise is very pleasant, and people enjoy, especially cruises in the South Pacific, the many islands that you can visit that are a day or two apart. Cruise ship, cruise, cruiser. I'm a cruiser, a cruise ship, all different meanings. And talking about a cruise, now here's another word that's close, but it means something entirely different.
Is it the head of the cruisers called Captain Cruise?
What?
Cruise Captain. The head of the director of the cruise.
The head of, well, the director of the cruise could be one thing. The captain of the ship can be something else. I could be the cruise director in the sense that I tell all the passengers where we're going, what we're doing. I'll lead you when we go to the islands to visit. I'm the director of the cruise. However, I am not the captain of the ship. The person who is in charge overall of everything, the running of the ship, the direction of the cruise, etc., is the captain of the ship. The ship's captain.
สั้นแค่สั้น
The ship's captain. He is the number one guy on the ship. And some people think it's very wonderful to be invited to dinner at the captain's table. Tonight, we're having dinner at the captain's table. The captain, me, you, and that's it.